Okay, and we are back. Okay. We need to head all the way back. Oh, a snowball's chance. Cool. Don't need that. So we can just head all the way back up. Bum bum bum. We've only we've only gotten through our first dungeon recently, so that means that we're probably close to another dungeon, or at least a trial, right? Right? I hope. Well, we'll see. Oh my god, it's raining. Are there any Aether currents around here? To the south. Oh, it was probably all the way back down there. Oh, that's sad. Oh well. This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I knew it! I fucking called it! I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Yo, bitch, I fucking called it. I'm gonna guess it's over here. Oh, no, not over there? Oh, shit. Damn. They had me for a second there. Oh, nothing over here. Wait, no, it is probably behind that house, isn't it? Yeah, it was behind the house. God damn it. Oh god, my camera. I'm so sorry. Oh. Hey, y'all good? What happened? Oh shit. They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me. Caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness. Then in you swoop. Here to help? What rot. All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge? No, literally no. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bed that was still warm. It's true. Lucinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours, and if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it, so the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, taint it with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A guardian should be sooner dead than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Lucinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries and theirs. I'll join you in the search after. Alphino. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Damn. Well, good luck, Alphino. Don't die. Oh my god, I shouldn't say that. This whole expansion is ripe for one of the Scions to die, and I'd rather it not be the twins. 2 sets of fresh footprints, young women judging by their size. This is definitely them. Come on. Alright. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Over here? The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be with her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphina's help, but we can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Okay. Oh, joy. Holy shit. Okay, this is a big area. Okay, I guess I can search the perimeter first. Okay, nothing over here. Oh, hey. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time, and it is unlikely. Okay, so that's not her. This music is kind of nice. Alright, nothing on the perimeter. Fresh blood. Here we go. No, not you. No, beaver. No, beaver. Beaver. Stop. Cease. I love you. You're adorable, but please. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Okay. This is my new favorite mount, and I'm going to be using it every single second I get. Unless I'm lazy and choose another mount, but whatever. Oh no! Uh-oh. The 2 bodies are already cold. Oh no! Oh no! Fuck. The radio? Oh, Alphino. No, you two don't come over.
Blood trail. We found one. They were
No.
attacked.
you two. Don't.
No. Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have...
Oh, but no, there's nothing you could have done. They don't trust us, and we can't just, you know, tell them, trust us, and then them going, okay, yeah, sure, 100%, you know? I get them. I get them not wanting to trust us, but fuck.
We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Oh man.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand, so I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
Oh man. That's depressing. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Should we have never come here? Would they still be alive if we hadn't? No, I don't think that's the case. A way forward. Alphinaud's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty. We have caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So, let us linger here no more. Come. Damn. Holy shit, dude. This shit depressing. I did not expect NPC deaths that early. That early into the story. Alright. You know what? I'm lazy. Also, hey guys, so you see this, right? See how like I can't click on the Aetherite, you know? Very hard. If you hold control, the Aetherite appears above all of the quests. I didn't know that until today, so yeah. Sorry, I was hydrating. I had to move my mic away from my mouth. Otherwise, you could hear me gulping down my drink like a fucking animal. Hey, Lucia. We've got some news. Alize and Alfredo tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more after that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Ooh, no!
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's Third Legion clashed with the First, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Zenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
Ah, so they basically funded both parties without the other party knowing. Ooh.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor.
Yep.
From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers.
There it is, the memory.
But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varys giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varys spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence.
Oh, that could explain why Lucidia and her friends weren't tempered, because they were listening to that radio, because they had that within their vicinity.
A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you.
Serena, hello.
A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall.
Ooh.
Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
Magna just picks him up. It's like, what are you doing?
I think we do.
Scruff of his neck, like, what are you doing?
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Julius Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you. but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
Oh, you stole his face is like, Alphino, honey.
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
Aw, what will you say? I'm going with you? Or what would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves? Yeah, what would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves? I told her I'd protect you. So I'm going to.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will proceed with the utmost care.
Listen, it's okay, Lucia. We got this. Alphino is good at negotiating, or at least a little bit better than before, but you know. We've got this.
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
I'm so sorry. You must be a young child, but I'm gonna beat your ass, dude. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Damn. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna beat his ass. Fucking try me, motherfucker. You will be received as invited guests, so I urge you to observe proper social etiquettes and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedent above all else. Remember this. Thancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Thancred. Wonk. Saving that. Hee hee, tee hee. I love him. Wait, where is Thancred? Wait, where? Are you and the children ready? Call them children and I'm gonna beat your ass. Call them by their names, motherfucker. I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. Right? Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm Alize, and he's Alphino. And last but not least, there's Avery. Wait, we're the AAA team! AAA! Avery? Where have I heard that before? Oh, no worries. I think you'll know soon enough. No matter, Alphino and Alize will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not saunter. Run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapons, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. What the? God damn it. So you're not gonna let me fucking fight enemies? Fuck you. Ready to make a dash for the station? Yeah, I guess. Over the hill, right? If I see a hunt, I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna need... What? Hello, cruise chaser? Did I just say cruise chaser? This must be the road he mentioned. Yeah, I guess. If we follow this, it should lead to the station. I'm guessing the station's right over there. Like, off in the distance. Not the easiest surface to run on. We'd better not draw attention. Uh-huh. That's the station, I presume. Oh, look at him. Big boy. I will die for the twins, happily. If anything happens to them, my life for their... Oh my god, excuse me. My life for theirs. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends know better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. No, not more. North of the station is Reggio Dormoran, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close, no wandering off, understood? Okay. Alright, and we're gonna end the episode here. So, I will see you next episode. Until then, take care.